Hi, today we'll be talking about changing the subject of the formula, and here's an example. We have this equation, the subject of the formula here is A, but we want to make H the subject of the formula. What we'll do first is just to divide both sides by pi r, and then we'll have A over pi r on its own here, and this is equal to root h squared add r squared. Now, there's another way of writing the right hand side, and I'll do that. We have A over pi r, we'll write it using an indice, r squared. So wherever you see the power of a half, that's the same as the square root. And the reason I'm using this is because I can use the law of indices to get rid of this power of a half or the square root, and then we can get to h squared and then later to h. So if we square now both sides, we'll have this squared and all of this squared, and the result, we'll leave this as it is, A over pi r. We'll leave this like that. Now this will cancel with the half, because the law of indices allows us to multiply this index by this index, and now we've got rid of the square root. Now we have just h squared add r squared on the right hand side. Further to that, we can rearrange now to find h squared will be equal to a over pi r all squared minus r squared. So we subtracted r squared from both sides here. Next, we need to find for h, which will take the square root of both sides. Again, the indices will cancel this to become h, because it'll be half times 2 will give us h to the 1, which is h. So we have h for a over pi r. Now we're taking the square root of each term on the right hand side. So let's write this as an index, a half r squared to the half. And now we can simplify this to a over pi r. We've gotten rid of the square sign, minus, and here also cancels to give us r. So our formula, rearrange as h being the subject, is h equal to a over pi r minus r. What about this formula? We're rearranging for r as the subject of this formula. If you divide both sides by what we have in the square root, we have a over s squared add t squared, square root of all of that, is equal to pi r. Try to keep r on its own. Now if we multiply or divide both sides by pi here, we'll have that this is a over square root s squared add t squared, all of this divided by pi, and it's equal to r. But we can simplify this. We have a, let's write the left hand side as r, is now equal to a over square root s squared and t squared, and now this is multiplied by 1 over pi, which gives us a over square root s squared and t squared times, we'll just write it as one fraction, a over pi square root s squared and t squared. So this is the final result. This rearrange to make r the subject of the formula. Thanks for watching. I'm Alistair. Bye for now.